What's up, Gear Mortals? Trey Xavier here. On today's edition of Gear Gods Quality Control, we're going to be taking a look at the Brent Hinds Terror Head from Orange Amps. Okay, now you've heard it in a full mix. Now I'm going to show you what the amp sounds like by itself, some of the different kinds of tones that you can get out of it, and then I'll talk about it a little bit. The Brent Hinds Terror from Orange Amps is based on the Rocker 15 Terror, and it's got basically the same setup, but with a different sound that's been tailored to Brent Hinds of Mastodon's specifications. And it's got his face tattoo right on the face of the amp, so it's almost like this is Brent Hinds' head, but in an amplifier format. So it's got his signature right on there along with his name, and I didn't notice this at first, but if you look at these, the control knobs, it's got kind of like a version of his face tattoo to mark off where your knob sits. If you're familiar with the music of Mastodon, you know that they've got this, a slight stoner vibe to the guitar tone, not so much a like real tight kind of high gain sound. So I would say the tone of most Orange amps that I've played fits the sound of Mastodon reasonably well to one degree or another. I've done a couple Orange reviews that you can check out on our channel, and I think for the most part, any of those could basically fit the profile. But this is the first time that Orange has actually sat down with a member of the band and been like, what do you want out of an amp? So the Brent Hinds Terror, of course, is tailored to Brent's signature sound and things that he is looking for in an amp. Some of the changes they've made from the Rocker 15 Terror are changing the gain structure and the natural channel, which has a little bit more low end per Brent's specifications. It's a 2-channel amp. It's got a dirty channel and a natural channel, and you can foot switch between the two, although a foot switch is not included. And the idea here is there's the dirty channel, which of course is sort of the high gain channel, and then there's the natural channel, which is basically a clean channel, but with a slight twist. And that twist is that the natural channel features as little circuitry in between the guitar and the output as humanly possible. They've made it just as bare bones as you can get it so that you can get the sound of your guitar coming out of the speaker as closely as you can get it. One of the cool things about this amp is the power structure, which allows you to play it at full power, which is 15 watts, half power, which is 7 watts, and then 1 watt or a half watt using a combination of the full and half power switch on the front and the headroom or bedroom switch on the back. The amp is housed in a solid metal chassis, and we've got some classic Orange styling on the labeling, which is the graphics only style labeling for the controls. The amp comes with a handy little soft shell carrying case and the power cable. As far as the tone and sounds that you can get out of the amp, I found it to be a little bit tighter and a little bit more palm mute friendly than some Orange amps I've played in the past. I felt that it could use a little bit more gain. I think, of course, it could still be a little bit tighter for the kind of music that I play, which is nothing like Mastodon. So this probably isn't the amp for me, but I did like it a great deal. You get the classic Orange sound with a little bit of a Mastodon twist in a small and affordable lunchbox size head. It sounded as good as any Orange amp I've played of any size, and it's a lot smaller, and it's still pretty freaking loud. I think just about any Mastodon fan and any Orange amps fan will be pretty satisfied with the Brent Hinds Terror.